Hey everyone, climb on board with me, Lewis, the Mitten Pilot. So let's go fly and experience everything the Mitten has to offer.
Alright, so here we are coming in for a landing. We got up and messed around with the engine monitor. That seemed to work pretty good. The fuel flow thing looked really good. The leaning looked good. Still have to mess with that just a little bit. Right now I'm looking at the shock cooling because I'm in a pretty good descent with the power relatively low. I want to make sure I don't overcool the engine. But we're going to come in here and land on runway 22 at break. We're going to get a call here in a second. We just got our eyes all the way outside the window, making sure that nobody's out headed my way since it is a really nice day. Alright, for landing at an untowered airport, we're going to make some radio calls. We'll call when we're downwind, which is opposite the landing runway, about a half a mile away from the runway, so you can make left turns, normally left turns. So we're going to go past our spot, or past perpendicular to the runway, and then we're going to kind of backtrack a little bit.
Skydiver will be in the air in about a few minutes at 15,000 feet. Do not overfly Napoleon.
We'll do a quick verbal landing checklist. Gas is on fullest tank. I only have one. Undercarriage is fixed. Mixture is full rich. Prop is set. It's always set. Seat belts are fastened. The switches are where they need to be. Right, traffic, Cessna 8637 Golf. We're going to enter a left downwind runway 22 full stop. Right. So we're at traffic pattern altitude. That's typically 1,000 feet above the field elevation, which is 975 here. So we're right at 1975. So we're right at that number. We enter on a 45. You can see we're 45 degrees off of the angle of the runway. And then we're going to be about a half a mile out. So I'm going to turn here. I have some visual markers in my head since I've done this a few times. That lake, that right edge of the lake is about a half a mile. We'll ease back on the throttle, get to a landing configuration. It's about 1700 or so RPM. Once you reduce power, you pull carb heat so we don't get any carburetor ice. That's just physics. And we went past the numbers, so we'll get a notch of flaps and we'll set up for 70 knots and we're already there. Usually when you do those things, just 70 knots just sort of happens in this plane. Okay, so now what we're doing is you see me constantly looking back. I'm trying to find the place where the runway is about 45 degrees off my left shoulder. When I get to that spot, I am going to turn and go to base. Right, traffic, Cessna 8637 Golf, turning left base, runway 22, full stop, break. And you call at each of these points. Everybody knows where you are. We're going to slow down just a little bit more and get another notch of flaps. So base and final leg, or initial final leg, are more about 65 or so, 62-ish. Right, traffic, Cessna 8637 Golf, turning the final, runway 22, full stop, break. Take a quick peek at the windsock, which looks like it's right down the runway. I overshot just a hair, that's alright. And I'm a little fast. We're going to pull a little bit of power and ease the yoke back just a hair. We're going to do maybe a little bit of a slip, so that's an opposite turn.
In the air, 15,000 feet below, do not overfly Napoleon.
There we go, that looks like a better glide path and a better speed. You only need a few seconds to make a big difference. Crabbing into the wind, just a hair. This is interesting. So the wind is not quite coming from this angle here, but it's certainly doing something different on the ground. That's because of all these trees you see. Runway's made, pull power all the way back. And start a flare. perfect. We'll keep that front wheel loose off the ground a little bit by pulling back. Compensate for the wind just a hair. It's not very windy. We'll clean up the airplane. Clean up means put flaps back, put carb heat back, and so on. All right, that was good. Okay, as always, thanks for coming along for the ride. We're gonna turn off here, taxi back, and call it a day. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Please like and subscribe, and you'll see all my cool mittenpilot adventures. See ya. Right in traffic, Cessna 8637 Golf. Clear the active, taxiing back to the hangars. Right.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, click that like button and make sure that you subscribe so that you can follow along with all of my mittenpilot adventures. Thanks for watching. See ya.